All right. Welcome everyone. We're just going to give it a few minutes to get some people chance to log in. Excuse me. Just give it a couple of more minutes and then we'll get started. All right, I'll give it one more minute and then we'll go. All right, I think we'll go ahead and get started. Thanks everyone for joining for this first webinar, which is basically the first in a series of webinars of which we're gonna kind of start conducting maybe every 2 to 3 weeks. This particular first one is just to introduce us as a product line for US, especially in the Pro AV, digital signage market, things like that. And then from here on out, we'll dive into particular categories, product categories, a little bit more detailed from that standpoint. My name is Bobby Rodriguez. I'm the regional sales manager for the Central US for AG Neovo. I also have my colleague, Jason Parasia, who's the RSM for the eastern part, as well as some of Canada. He'll kind of chime in the middle as far as, going over a few product lines that he'd like to discuss. So I'll go ahead and get started just to kind of touch base with, a little bit about us. Our parent company is called the Associated Industries of China, and they were established in 1978 and is headquartered in Taipei, Taiwan. In 1992, we were listed on the Taiwan Stock Exchange, and in 1999, AIC decided to launch its own brand, which became AG Neovo. The product range for that particular brand was geared towards LCD displays, display mounts, media players, signal extenders, and display software. We have regional head office locations in 4 kind of corners of the globe. Our global and Asia Pacific headquarters is in Taipei, Taiwan. Our European headquarters is in Rotterdam. And North and South America is based out of San Jose. And China's regional headquarters is in Shanghai. Our R&D capability is based in Taipei, Taiwan, and we have manufacturing partners in China and Taiwan, and we are currently being sold in over 90 countries throughout the world. Our brand concept. Basically, our brand concept is product solutions for environment-specific concepts. What that means is for meeting and collaboration, especially for huddle space with simplified devices, wireless sharing, and time-saving solutions, with the meat board being our main category for that, which is our interactive flat panel. Through our security and surveillance lines, they are exclusively designed for robust 24/7 use. They all come with anti-burn technology, and they're all glassed with Neovo, NeoV optical hard glass. For the challenges for our system integrators, what we do is we created a PID Command Control tool for quick integration. And this is being able to be carried out through RS-232 and LAN support, as well as being able to configure your video wall on iOS devices or user interfaces and things like that. And then we also were able to do unique applicable scenarios with theater and marine with some of our product lines as well. Our displays, like I said, are built to operate 24 hours a day, 7 days a week in the toughest environments, and they conform to the highest quality of industrial standards. Our rigorous component selection combined with the distinctive designs ensure AG Neovo displays can be relied on for trouble-free duty no matter where they are installed. And like I said earlier, our exterior design, we have our NeoV optical hard glass, which is harder than most monitor glasses that come with and are able to be cleaned with disinfectants and things like that, and our heat dissipating metal casing. And for interior design, we have the anti-burn technology, which allows it to be used for 24/7. These are the 3 main categories I'm going to be going over: the video wall, the IFPs, and the kiosks. Getting into our video walls, this is our current product line, the PN and the PD series. As you can see, we go from 42-inch all the way up to 55-inch, and then obviously combine them to create basically a limitless amount of video wall space. The highlights of our video walls is we have the seamless video visuals. We have ultra slim bezel for seamless visual experience. We go from 1.8 mil to 3.5 mil for width. They come with anti-burn technology for 24/7 operations. Hassle-free setup due to our video source looping and tiling function, and we offer the PID Command Control software, which allows users to control, configure, and test the public information displays from a laptop, phone, etc. For our interactive flat panels, ours comes in 3 sizes: 65, 75, 86. They all come embedded with the Android 8.0 operating system. Come with a wide array of built-in interactive apps for collaborating, such as like the Screen Share Pro and the WPS Office. Supports wireless connection of 802.11 AC, as well as Bluetooth. And then it's a 20-point touch display that you could use your hands or with the pens that come provided with it. For our kiosks, these are the series that we have, the DF, DS, DX, and PF. The D meaning dual-sided. The P just stands for portrait-sided. And then they all come with 55 inches on different types of bases or being able to be hung. High visibility, up to 700 nits of brightness display with wide viewing angle, which is ideal for very much lighted areas, kind of like shopping malls, things like that. Easy to move. They come with the 55-inch displays come with movable floor stands. They make the content display convenient public sentence, and within the stands themselves is a built-in compartment to hide your media player, so that way they can be hidden out of sight. Like I was saying before, for our D series, they're dual-sided displays, come with two independent HDMI inputs, which allows to display multiple messages at the same time without taking up space. And these are also designed for the 24/7 capabilities. I'm going to go ahead and switch to Jason now, who's going to go over our hard glass as well as our remote signage product category. So Jason, let me go ahead and make you the presenter here, and you could show your screen.
Great. So you can all see me now? Is it okay, Bobby?
Yep, I can see you.
Okay, so once again, my name's Jason Pareja, and I handle a good part of the eastern parts of the US as well as Canada. And I'm going to talk about the categories of the NeoV optical hard glass solutions, then get into the digital signage displays, including the cloud-based digital signage platform we have. So, okay. So the NeoV optical hard glass displays are basically use a tempered glass, and we have a patented NeoV optical glass treatment for these displays. It makes them extremely usable for both the very rugged environments, and actually, as you can see from the picture, it's quite a stylish looking display. So we'll have these displays in locations from correctional facilities to the desks of concierges, high-end hotel concierge desks. So we have 4 lines of displays with NeoV optical glass. The QX line, the Q stands for 4K. So usually that's an industry standard. So 24 through 55 inch 4K displays with the hard glass. The SX and the RX series are basically, it's the same metal and glass housing from 15 inch all the way up to 55 inch. The DR series is the same housing, the metal and the NeoV hard glass, but it's in white and it's for dental applications. So there is a medical grade power supply, as well as some other unique features for the dental operating environment. Now, we've said that we built these displays to be very rugged and actually very stylish. And one of the features that have really come into prominence recently because of the COVID epidemic is the ability to safely clean these monitors without damaging the screens. So the NeoV patented hard glass treatment, was built to provide anti-reflective qualities, anti-refractive qualities, but as well, it's a very rugged treatment so that you can, it passes all sorts of acid and alkali tests that are required in medical grade environments to ensure that the glass can be easily cleaned with disinfectants that can clean viruses. And now this is no longer a issue of concern for just medical environments, but almost every environment you have now, you want the ability to clean your monitors to potentially kill viruses multiple times a day, whether it's office, outdoor, wherever. So the pH scale here shows you all of the cleaners you're able to use. On the alkali level, you can have bleach cleaners, ammonia cleaners, baking soda. I don't think seawater is meant to be a cleaner, but I think after that, it's really on the acid side, it's basically telling you all the types of potential stains, or that can, excuse me, that can get on the screens, and you can clean them very easily without any issues or damage. So as just to repeat, you can use virus killing disinfectants, and disinfectants are, these viruses can last up to 9 days. So for most displays, alcohol or ammonia-based cleaners are not advisable because they will damage the screen. Now, getting to actually what I mean when I say damaging the screen, this infographic first describes very nicely the NeoV optical glass treatment that allows very clear light to pass through without any image distortion. But for most glass displays that are out there, that they do not have a treatment that is capable of withstanding these abrasive chemicals. So you will get very quickly, if you're using these such cleaners, you will get clouding and distortion. And not to mention using any cleaners on panels themselves without any glass at all. But even with glass, you need to be sure of the treatment on the glass to make sure it can withstand, such, multiple cleanings, which are going to be daily, if not many times a day. It is tempered glass, so it's actually extremely hard too. So if you do want to use your display as a cutting board in the kitchen, you could. We don't recommend it though. But here is the hardness scale. You're probably familiar with the idea, the MOH hardness scale, where diamond is a 10. It's the hardest material there is. The NeoV optical glass is rated as a 6. So most utensils, knives, forks, coins even, you won't be able to scratch the display. Hard steel is, you would be able to. But in many of our trade shows, we demonstrate by literally punching the display with a pinky ring, and there's no worries about damaging the outer glass or the display or the panel itself. And the last graphic, the last table underneath, basically shows the different types of treatments that people use, that other manufacturers used, and our dip coating technology, as you can see, has a higher hardness, hardness level than the others. Now, we do have another line of NeoV displays that have 3G SDI inputs. And this, once again, this is coming into prominence now because of the need to attach thermal cameras to a lot of systems. So you can do that with our HX series. This is right here. It's the same housing and NeoV glass as the other series I just mentioned, but 24 through 55 inch. As you can see very clearly, on the upper left, the NeoV optical glass, you see this cross section describes it very clearly how it's being protected. This is an IP22 rating, so that it's also protected from water and dust. So you can't get water or dust in between the panel and the glass. Bobby did go over the anti-burn-in technology that we have on the screens. And I just wanted to talk a little bit more about the functionality of the SDI capability. These monitors this line was mainly used in the broadcast channel, because it's the broadcast industry that demands the highest quality, video signal, and that is, SDI. It's also very popular and needed in casinos, because SDI provides for an ultra low latency rate for getting images out. So just imagine if you're looking at the blackjack table and you want to make sure that there's not any tricky sleight of hand going on, you need to have ultra fast, imaging to make sure that you can see, these, tricky movements that people might use. So that's the NeoV hard glass line. My contact information is going to be, below. We're also going to be providing you a thank you email, and you can contact us directly for more information on those. Now I'm going to talk about the digital signage lines we have. Okay, we have 3 series of digital signage displays. The NSD series, which is a 4K line with a built-in Android-based media player, 43-inch through 86-inch. We have the PM series, which is a more economical line of large format displays. And finally, we have the PO series, which is designed for outdoor and sunlight readable applications. Not to mention, Bobby went over the PN and PD series in the video walls. There is an overlap between video wall and digital signage applications, which I'll soon be explaining to you. So the key reasons to use AG Neovo displays for signage is, 1, they're built for both 16:7 and 24/7 application. There's a large range of brightness ratings from 350 nits to 2500 nits. They can do landscape and portrait orientation. All the displays have built-in customizable daily scheduling functionality. There is a sleep mode disabling feature. What we mean by sleep mode is, with most consumer grade displays, if after a certain amount of time, it will go into a sleep mode, like I have a screensaver, just like you would have on a laptop. Obviously, you don't want that in a retail application, so you can disable the sleep mode. We also have a source fail safeguard function. So let's say you have a campaign going, and for some reason that input or that signal stops working. The display will recognize that and default to some other images, some default images or campaigns. So you won't have any embarrassed blank screens in a 24/7 application. Oh, let me go back. I skipped ahead. Excuse me. Hold on. Okay. There are button and IR lock for mischief proofing. So if you have any pranksters or vandals that want to mess with your screens, you have the ability to lock the buttons, lock the infrared remotes. We do have a full enhanced 3-year manufacturing warranty. Once again, we do have an advanced screen burn-in protection. This isn't just, burn-in protection is a pretty standard feature with most displays, but we can get it, if you would like, we can get into a little bit more of the technicals, that we have more of an advanced burn-in protection features, pixel by pixel. If you want more information on that, I can provide it later. These monitors are designed to work with in a very higher operating temperature thresholds. And once again, we do have a variety of slim bezel options from 1.5, 3.5, and 5 to 6 millimeter options. So once again, a few highlights of our displays. The NSD series is a 4K system. All the displays can have with the NSD, you can have content playback and scheduling. On the upper right, you can see our PO displays for outdoor and high brightness applications. All of our displays have, or at least our NSD displays have built in the cloud management system, which I will be talking about soon. And finally, we do have PID Command and Control software, which will allow you to control, configure, and test all of our displays. More information on the PID Command and Control software. Just to, as an overview, this is a tool that allows users to control, configure, and test our displays using a LAN or an R2S32 connection, a very simple and intuitive way. It also has features that allow integrators to quickly find the command codes for external control system integration. As you see, the Uniwall feature that you can use with the PID Command Control Uniwall feature will allow you to quickly configure a video wall display up to a 10x10 video wall display. And a little bit more about the command codes for external control integration. AG Neovo is partnered with A10, a video control manufacturer. So those command codes are already built into the A10 system. But if you're using other controllers, such as Crestron or some others, you're going to need to have a method of quickly sending translatable or understandable command codes to those systems, and that's what the PID does, very easily. This we do have this on a CMS app in for Apple and Android. So just once again makes it a lot more easy to use. I'm going to quickly show a video. It's a 2-minute video of the PID command tool on the CMS. And whoops. Okay, so let's go back to that. By the way, that video was made before we had it in app iOS, so now we do, so it's both iOS and Android. Oh, oops, gotta turn on. That should let you know that we actually have a number of AG Neovo videos to go over the products. We do have an AG Neovo channel on YouTube, so if you are interested in more information about them, I'd suggest you go there. Of course, you can also reach out to me directly. So let's get, okay. So now I want to talk about the Neovo Signage CMS. CMS stands for Content Management System. Now we have a total solution. It's a cloud-based content management solution with a very easy web user interface that will connect to the cloud and then can connect to displays all over the world from wherever you are. So from whatever device you use, whatever browser, you can sign up. You go onto the account and create and manage your campaigns. So we're going to be having, once again, webinars just on the cloud-based signage to provide you more detail. We also do have videos like the one I showed on the PID just for the cloud-based signage. But as an overview, it's a very, you can easily access and change content from any device via web browser. And you'll see that it's extremely easy drag and drop user interface. What I'm saying really is that no technical skills are required to easily set up some, create some layouts, drag and drop some, videos or pictures into a campaign, and then easily schedule them. There is also a number of useful features, that we have in our app library, like app emergency messaging, the ability to do live video feeds, RSS feeds, which are like news tickers that run across the bottom of the screen, weather apps, and others. Now, this system is, there's a free version and a licensed version. And you get a lot from the free version, more than probably most any other cloud-based signage system out there. So for starters, you can create your own account for free on the sign-in website. You can access and control an unlimited number of displays. We provide you free layouts, and we also provide our full app library with a 30-day trial period. So you can see all the various specialized apps and functions we have. Now for the licensed version, you can then decide to buy apps a la carte on yearly or multi-year licenses. And you can also choose to get full subscription packages that would provide all the apps, as well as give you advanced functionality and management of your displays. Once again, I know I'm really just giving you the tip of the iceberg here. And we will be having webinars on this in the future, but if you want more information earlier, sooner rather than later, I'm available for private webinars to go through this immediately. Here's one more interesting capability that Neovo Signage has, which is the ability to do specialized apps to integrate with access control systems or other outside systems. Here's an example of an application that we did with the system integrator, where we attach an external camera to our display, and which has some people counting software, and integrating with their API, we were able to create a trigger once it hit a certain number, a threshold, like 400 people in the store, and then this message would come up. So there's all sorts of like trigger alert and notification applications that we can do. Obviously right now, access control and security and thermal imaging notifications are really at the top of everybody's mind, but it was also really designed for, retail applications as well. So if you're looking at a sweater, you pick up the sweater, and the RFID tool will notice that and then give you information about the sweater you're picking up. So there's a lot of interesting stuff you can do that. So I encourage you to reach out to me directly if you are more interested in that. Now, all of these, as I said, the NSD series is our displays with the built-in media player that allows for the cloud-based signage, the Neovo cloud-based signage. We do have an external media player, however, so you can use this for all of our screens, whether they're 22-inch or 86-inch. This, as I said, could open up a lot of applications where you want to integrate some type of notification systems into, maybe not necessarily large format areas, but even with small screens. So now I'm going to switch it back to Bobby, who's going to go over the case gallery of some installations we've done across the world. Second. Okay, Bobby, I think you have control now.
Yeah, looks like I do. Thanks, Jason. Appreciate that. Like Jason said, I'm just going to run through some pictures of some installations we have done just to kind of give you a feel of what our products are capable of accomplishing. This is a security and surveillance house in Germany that they used ours for a video wall as well as their monitors set up to view their security camera systems. Going to the next one, kind of the same thing in the New Turkey airport. We provided the monitors for their security and surveillance area as well here. Same thing in the United Kingdom, in the Leeds City Council and Metro provided all the monitors for their viewing as well as for their desktop computers. This was an installation that was done by digital installers in Long Beach, California. They set up a video wall using our monitors for their AV showroom to be able to show customers and clients to come through there. As you can see, it looks really nice. They did a great job with what they were accomplishing here. This is in the Taiwan airport for a flight status screen. I believe this is a 3x4 video wall setup, so 12 total monitors. Same thing here in the Taiwan train information broadcasting wall, video wall in the train station. For this particular thing, we partnered with a company in Taiwan to provide an interactive classroom. Basically, they wanted to do an interactive panel, but they wanted something larger than what we were able to provide with our 86-inch monitors. So they set up a video wall using our monitors and created a glass overlay that housed all the interactive features to be able to make one large interactive wall. And just wrapping up, like I said, the main point of this one is just to kind of to give a broad introduction of who we are and what we are able to provide. And coming in the future, we'll have a little bit more detailed descriptions of our products in detail-specific webinars as well. So I appreciate everybody coming along and signing on, and thank you so much. And just to show this our continued global outreach, again, we're in over 90 countries and we have offices and products all throughout the world. So thank you so much for contact information. You see myself and there's Jason right there, as well as some web links to take to our websites. And if there's any Q&A, anybody feel free to ask any questions and we'll try to reach out to you immediately, or in the future, contact myself or Jason. And yes, there will be a copy of this presentation. We did record it for people who wanted to go through it again or weren't able to quite make it on here. So yes, there will be copies of this to send. But,
I'm just seeing Sai asked a question. Hi, Sai. Thanks for coming. And yes, we can get you a copy of this presentation. And definitely, we've talked, before, and as I said, I can really get into more detail some of the applications that you're doing, especially how these could integrate with some of the systems you're already designing for all your projects.
Again, you see
Okay, well, I think that's about it, Bobby, right?
appreciate it, everyone. Thanks, Jason.
Thank you, guys. Thanks, everybody, for showing up. Bye.